Hello everyone, this is a no-nonsense guide to installing a CarPlay screen with a reverse camera and a dash cam. I really vouch for this kit as I bought it in November 2025 and it's been amazing in my car. I'm going to be installing it on a Hyundai Getz, and this video is not sponsored, all opinions are my own. I am by no means an expert, but my philosophy is if I can do it, anyone can. As of February 2026, this unit costs around £50 to £55. You're also going to need some wire strippers, which you can pick up for about £5 to £10. You'll also need some T-tap connectors, which you can pick up for about £5 to £10. I'll include links to all products used in this video in the description. I would also get a drill if you've not got one. I bought a second-hand DeWalt drill off eBay and it cost me about £64, which also came with an SDS drill. Personally, I would recommend a brand like DeWalt. They've never let me down. A drill is always good to have. I would suggest something like this one here that you can get on eBay for £35. I've had the drill that I just showed you for about a year, which is second-hand, and it's been absolutely amazing. If you haven't got the budget for a drill, a screwdriver would work in this case. Then you've got to decide how you want to mount your head unit. You just got to find a place that works in your car and stick it down with the adhesive and the mount that comes with the kit. The box does also come with a suction mount, which is quite strong. This definitely could be used if this works for you. If you are someone that needs to travel with this and use it in different cars, like I do in my job, then you can buy these suction cup mounts for about £6 off eBay, which are really good if you need that flexibility. I like that it comes with the little clip that allows you to firmly secure the unit in place. You definitely don't need a suction cup mount, as the adhesive that comes with the kit is really good and strong. It's been brilliant in my car for the past 4 months with my main screen that I use in my day-to-day car. Just figure it out before you stick it down where you're going to place your screen. The next thing I would do is plug everything in to make sure it's all working, and this includes the actual screen and your reverse camera. As you can see here, mine works all okay. So installing the reverse camera is probably the most difficult bit. I chose to put mine on the inside of my car because it protects the camera a little bit better. It is quite a faff trying to install it on the outside. This tutorial will not show you how to attach the camera on the outside of your car. If that's something that you do need, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on how to install it on the outside. What I'm doing here is just pre-drilling some holes and then screwing on the reverse camera, and these little screws allow you to tighten up the camera so it doesn't move and it's solid in place. Here's how you remove the taillight housing. There's 2 screws that hold it in place on my car. It might be different on yours. Use a Phillips head with your screwdriver or drill to unscrew it. It can be a little bit stiff sometimes, so make sure you give it a firm pull, but try not to snap anything. The plastic isn't the strongest. And as you can see, there's 3 bulbs here. I would recommend removing all of them, and this will give you access to your reverse bulb. So this is the most fiddly bit. And what we're going to do is hook up the red wire here, which is coming from our reverse camera, and we're going to tap into the reverse bulb red wire. So whenever you put your car into reverse, the rear camera will automatically come on, which is pretty smart. So the next thing is figuring out which is your reverse light. Quite an easy way to do this is don't turn your engine on, just turn on the car and put it into reverse and the reverse light should come on. Keep a note of that, take a picture if you need to, because that's the one we're going into. For safety, when doing any electrical work, disconnect the car battery just in case anything goes wrong. If you've never done this, remove the neutral terminal first and then remove the positive. If you've never stripped wire before, I would suggest finding an old cable. It can be a little crappy old USB lead before you start stripping anything. And the purpose of this is just to practice stripping the cable sheath to get down to the wires before you actually do it on your reverse light. But you do want to take your time and be gentle because the wires that usually run to your reverse light are quite fragile. Once you've practiced, strip 1 centimetre of your reverse light wire. Make sure that you don't cut the black one. Now you will have a little bit of exposed wire, and this is what you're going to connect to. Then take the T-tap connector and clip it onto the reverse light wire until it clicks into place. If you do accidentally cut the reverse red wire like I've done in this example here, you can get something like this which just connects the 2 wires quite simply. You could, if you knew how to do it, solder them back together, which will make it look a bit neater and it takes up less room. But if you're new to electronics and just want a simple fix, using a connector like this will make sure that your reverse bulb works again. Tighten up both ends of the wire to make sure there's no loose strands, and then clip both ends on. As you can see, this now works. You can find another spot on the red wire and give it another go. Just try and take your time and try not to cut the wire again. Find the red wire that comes with the kit. You're going to have to find a way to get that red wire through your car and make its way to your reverse light. This is a bit tricky and there's loads of ways you could do it, but I do think that it just depends on your setup with your car. I found it easiest to drill a small little hole through the plastic at the back of my car. And another little trick, if you've got a light in the boot like mine here, that should just unclip out, and that just makes your life easier when trying to pass the wire through. And then pass the wire through and cut a small little hole in the waterproof seal, and that allows you to connect the wires together. Strip about 1 centimetre of wire off the end of your reverse camera wire. Next, insert the reverse camera wire into the little spade connector that comes with the T-tap connector. Then you can use pliers, or your wire stripper should be able to tighten and crimp the spade part. Once that's done, plug the connectors together and everything should then be connected. Let's get power back first, connect the positive terminal, and then connect the neutral terminal after. Bring the wires from the back of your car and hook them up to the little screen. And now when you put it into reverse, the rear camera should come on, just like you can see in the video here. The main reason why you might not be seeing your reverse camera when you put it into reverse is the reverse camera wire and the T-tap connector aren't touching properly. If you don't get any signal, I would go back to the back of your car and just make sure that the bit of wire that you've cut on your reverse camera wire is touching the metal bit in the T-tap connector. Now it's time to tidy up them wires. I would start in your boot and then slowly pass the black wire all the way to the front and hiding it in the car trim and wherever works in your car. This kit does come with a flat-headed trim remover, which allows you to lift it up a little bit and just hide those wires so they can't be seen when you're driving. As you can see here, it's hidden under the car mats, and I've tucked it away behind all the trim to make it look nice and neat, and it doesn't interfere with the doors. It's out of sight, out of mind, and it just keeps things nice and tidy. So now I'm sat in my car and I want to show you what it's like when you turn it on. So turn the engine on and then the screen will come on automatically. Just instantly starts recording front and back. As you can see, it's got everything. It's got Google Maps, Spotify. If you want to connect this to your phone audio, it is pretty simple. I don't have an audio jack in this car, like a 3.5mm jack. You do get a 3.5mm jack included in the kit. I have to do it via Bluetooth, which works fine. So you click audio out and select a frequency, and then match that frequency on here. I use 106. If I use 106.05, even though it only goes up in digits of 0.1, it still works and I don't get any crackling. Give this video a like if it was useful to you, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And let me know in the comments if you managed to do it. Cheers for watching.